Haha! There we go. How about this? Some Smash Brothers? Oh. Let's play some Smash Brothers. Alright, it's a new day, guys. So, let me jump in here. Oops. Let me hit refresh, actually. Finally! Yeah, I shouldn't have even gone live. It's actually 7 p.m. right now. So the fact that we're live is very bad. It's like I'm actually already streaming it. I'm starting to stream it over time. But that's how my life is going right now. I slept in really late. Actually, I had trouble going to sleep because I'm still a bit ill. And so I woke up very late. And now I'm just very late. But this is the daytime stream. So, incoming price drops. What else is the news today? Free boosters for orders. Well, for some orders. I don't know. Let's see. Free giveaways today. And what's the big news? I'd say probably the slab breaks as usual are the hot news. I don't think anything else really unusual is occurring. Terastal Festival box break. Live card shop. Alright. Let's go ahead and save this and put this over here now. Thursday day. The daytime streams have, actually turned out to be pretty important. Some of the best sales occur in the daytime stream. Isn't that crazy? Whoa, I got like 1 million emails. What are all these emails? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 junk emails. Wow. Oh, 15. Oh my god, dude, I gotta stop getting those. Alright. That was the Mulgira song. I love that song. Did you guys play Wind Waker when you were younger? I played Wind Waker when I was younger. Wind Waker is a Zelda classic. That was the first full Zelda game I think I finished on the GameCube. And then Twilight Princess came out. But I'd already played Zelda on my Game Boy. Okay, let's see. I'm right now, for the first time, playing Ocarina of Time. Or Ocarina. Ocarina. Like Professor Oak or something. Alright, let's go. Hey, mister. One big stream today. 8-hour stream. Hello, mister. No, not one big stream. Face reveal on Shooter. The CEO bullet casing had words on them. Yeah, I saw that. I saw all of that. Hit that like button. Oh, my eyes are twitching. Ugh. I just woke up. Too much screen time, man. Alright. Okay, let's get these off the table. Today, there's going to be some repricing in the menu occurring here and there. We're going to be reducing prices slightly and using a new, maybe like slightly new formula. Not a real complicated change, a real simple change to make items on the menu a bit cheaper. Also, there's another announcement. If you are paying with ZELLE, when you're pricing up your goods, you can just take 3% off. So ZELLE users rejoice. Some of you guys pretty much only use ZELLE already. When you're done adding up your items, you can use your calculator to take 3% off the entire order. So let's say you bought something for $100. The way that would look is you would just send me $97 because you get $3 off because you used ZELLE. So ZELLE is 3% off all the time now. So my goal is to try and change the prices down by about 5% for just about all the items. And then if you're a ZELLE user, you already get 3% off of that. So yeah, you're looking at getting almost 8% off just because of those two changes. ZELLE to the moon. I gotta say, Minister communicating with another ripship. It was a kind of a random thing. I was actually shopping. That's how I ran into him. But so, what was I gonna say? Oh, I can't remember. I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? I only used... Oh, right. I was going to warn you about ZELLE. Don't fall in love with it too fast because you might not like it. Some people don't actually like ZELLE. ZELLE has this tendency to sometimes have delays if they're like down, like if the servers are down or if your bank won't use it during certain hours, that kind of stuff. So ZELLE can be unreliable for really fast purchases if a fast purchase is super important to you. PayPal is faster, probably faster for sniping. And CASHAPP's pretty fast too, actually. So CASHAPP and PayPal are pretty fast for sniping. ZELLE might be a little less reliable for sniping, but it is 3% off. So, you know, next time you want to buy a $1,000 slab, go pick up your $30 off with ZELLE, right? You'll get $30 off. You see what I'm saying? All right. ZELLE is down on Sundays more than it should be. Not always, though, notably. Not always. In fact, it seems to be getting better over time. Have you noticed that? Like, we have fewer and fewer ZELLE problems over time. Also, I think ZELLE will introduce fees eventually. And when they do that, I think that we will have to end that 3% discount. But as of right now, there's no ZELLE fee. I believe PayPal takes a whopping 3.5% from me. I think that's right. Somebody mentioned that to me, and I haven't checked in a while. But when I look at those PayPal fees, they are nuts. What's your most expensive slab for sale right now? What's up, Stephen Walden? Geez, I don't even know, dude. I don't know what my most expensive... Why, are you like some big, deep pocket kind of guy, and you just feel like dropping 10K right now? Is that why? Or are you just kind of a curious guy who finds that kind of information fun? Here we go. All right. Load up 10 more shitty switching Sparks packs. All right, let's go ahead and open these real fast for them. He was waiting for this since yesterday, so we got to get this real fast. But aren't you Scarlet Witch? What? Scarlet Witch. All right. I buy a lot of very expensive slabs. Really? You are? I feel like you're tricking me, Steven. I don't even think I've met you before. We are? No, but a lot of people do, actually, so that wouldn't even be a surprise, would it? A lot of people are buying expensive slabs these days. Pokemon's awesome. Gosh, I did a video on my Rocket Return slabs, so I'm really happy to have documented them. And I feel like now I'm a little more ready to sell some of them now that I've showed them off, you know, because it's sort of like I've extracted the value of showing them off. Isn't that funny? After showing them off, you feel like you're able to sell them more easily. Here's a 10-year count. If you have a 10K Smoochum slab, I will buy right now. Here we are. What's very expensive to you? Let's see. Toss this over here. All right. I hope New Rocket Set isn't a victim of being overprinted. Oh, it will be. You bet your tits it will be. It will be overprinted to the moon. It's all overprinted, isn't it? Like, what isn't Pokemon going to overprint? They're going to print everything as much as they can, especially with so many people buying. Well, here's one I haven't showed off yet. Would you like a Cubone? Oh, there's that Magikarp. I forgot about him. Look at that Cubone, man. Upwards to 15K or higher. Okay, let me think about it for a second. Well, I have a base set Charizard first edition I've been meaning to sell. He's not 15K. Hold on. But I just thought I'd bring this out. Oh, I forgot I had this. We could do a break on that one. Forgot about that. Oh, I don't even know where he went. He's not over here. Oh, there he is. He is over here. This bad boy over here would be in the $6,000 range. I know that. He might be a little more than that nowadays. I don't know if his price has been going up or down or up or down. But 15K, huh? I might have an item or two like that. Not too many, to be honest. All right. Yeah, that is a very high price range. Let's say base Charizard. Might as well get this guy figured out real fast. I don't want the line to take too long in the daytime stream because it's only an hour long. So I can't hold up the line too long. Let's see. There's a 6 for 8,000. You'll just look at it with me here. Well, I don't know who got text me and stuff, so I don't want my wife sending some kind of text. You see her saying stuff. It looks like it has gone up in value over time. Wow. All you had to do was buy one of these and sit on it. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it looks like this item's gone up to 8,000. Cool, man. You know, I've never tried cross-grading this. I've never tried getting a better grade on it. You know, So this guy appears to be 8.1 thousand. Do a wombo break on the first edition Zard. Here we go. Let's make it a 2-hour stream. No, it needs to be 1 hour. It needs to be 1 hour, everybody. Okay. Yes. Nice, dude. There we go. All right, very good. Well, let me show off some other slabs real fast, too. I'll show off some... I got these boxes of expensive slabs, right? And I'll just scroll through them real fast. Ready? Here we go. Some of them are expensive, some are not too expensive. This is a perfect Sealdos, $400. Dusclops, South Park. Here's a Sneasel, Flygon, Bandai, Numel. See, these are actually kind of affordable. All those could be breaks. Multi-$1,000 cards, huh? Here's a Dark Slowbro. Pelipper. Here's a nice Eevee. 1700 EX Deoxys. That's still the same price. Some of these may need to be price checked because, you know, they get priced at different times and prices go up and down. Let's see. Oh, there's one, 2,500. Show the Sneasel again. Yes, keep in mind some of these prices are a little outdated, so we would probably discuss a new price at the time, but it's probably going to be very similar to what you see. Might even be cheaper, because, you know, prices go down sometimes. Okay, this one was priced in December, so that one's good to go. That's Ruby Sapphire Sneasel. He's just ready to go. But, like, if it had said, like, November or something, we'd have to go reprice it. Let's see. We got Haunter, a little overpriced, and Gardevoir when it was cheaper back in the day. Here is Wick. Oh, I got an interesting one. I've got, you want a $15,000 card? Well, no, I'll bring that out later. Let's see. Pinsir. I got a lot of interesting Topps cards. I can bring those out. I gotta double check and see if I got that Sneasel. He's a good one. He's real low pop. Pop 57. He comes from Ruby Sapphire base. Here's a... Well, this is a red label, which means I'm not trying to give it up too fast. Shining Celebi. Wow. That one says 1900. You might like that one. Okay. I'll tell you the truth. I don't have to sell that card. The Shining cards have been going up in value over time, right? Well... It's probably a card to just buy it and hold it. It's from Neo 4. I don't like Celebi. You know, isn't that funny? Like, it's just not a Pokemon I like. You'll notice I don't have a lot of Pikachus in my collection either. I just don't like Celebi. I'm not a Celebi guy. So, it's not in my inventory that often. And it's hard to hold on to an expensive item when you don't even love the Pokemon. Ooh. What is this? This is a 1100 Jolteon Spectra. That's pretty cool, huh? That's perfect Pikachu if you're into that kind of stuff. Perfect cards. Okay, these are affordable. Here's a real special one. Check this shit out. So this is Rainbow Cosmic 4th Print Wave Golem graded 10 somehow. How did that happen? So that's extremely exceptionally rare. Here's a little Rainbow 9 Charizard. Here's a Spectra Zapdos as well. All these are pretty cool. We're in the Topps box right now. Check that bad boy out. Oh, here's one. So for 7.4 thousand, this guy's for sale. That says 1224 on it. So I don't know. We can look that up again. That is the Blasty Boy. This is an interesting one. This is like Pop 1 Rainbow Garyoke, and it's pristine. Like what? What are the odds of that? Lots of these pretty Gengars. Yeah, we got some cool stuff. Lots of Topps, actually. I guess I collect... Look at this. We got a Topps 10 Charizard. Print Wave, like, 2 or something like that. Cubone. He needs to be repriced, but he's a Sparkle Cubone. I'm a big Cubone fan, if you didn't know that. Cubone fan. There's that Mewtwo. Needs to be paired with the Mew. What haven't I shown off? Have I shown this off already? Here's an unpriced Absol. Here's a Tentacruel. Shining Steelix needs to be repriced. Delta Pikachu, that should have been a red label. Fossil needs to be repriced. Shining Mewtwo. That one would need to be repriced. Oh, no rarity symbol Charizard. He was priced a long time ago. Oh, XY Evolutions Magneton 10. Exceptionally rare. So we got some expensive ones. Mister, you're a Magneton fan. I am a Magneton fan, that's true. I got a couple items here. Now, I actually have a vault with more items in it. I would have to go get those items. Look at this guy. He would need to be repriced. Look at that. Pop 8. Whew. So shit. We got this Karen Umbreon. I keep selling my Karen Umbreons. I'm going to regret it. I know I'm going to regret it. This guy's definitely for sale. The Aerodactyl. We got Zapdos. We got Dialga Cloud. Can you do my order? Yeah, we got to take care of his order, guys. Hold on. We're almost done. Shining Gyarados. I think I was showing that off. So that's a pretty good one. Blaine's Moltres, Dark Magneton, Flareon. So there you go. Now you've seen it. All right. Pika is overrated. You got very lucky there. Very lucky for avoiding Pikachu. Wait. All right. Let me put these away now. I got to take care of people's orders before they cut my little head off. Look at these slabby patties. I know. I'm getting hungry. Hungry for Pokemon. I got all kinds of Pokemon cards. I'm constantly buying. I'm constantly selling. Just doing my duty. There you go. Alright, I don't even know where to put all these. Oh, I got very lucky on the Golem. Dude, the Golem. Like, how's that even possible? It's Print Wave 4. And it's Rainbow. And it graded 10. That is definitely a 1 of 1. Even though PSA won't write it down that way, but he's definitely 1 of 1. There's no way. There's no way there's another one of those in the world. It's possible, it's just very unlikely. And you'll never know anyways because of the way that the way PSA does it, right? PSA does it a certain way. Caleb Ibarra, box of NBA. Let's take care of this. He's the next in line. Caleb Ibarra, box of NBA. He's the next in line. Very rare. Oh, yeah. Super rare. When I saw it for sale, I was like, the fuck? I ran off and I grabbed it so fast. I was like, I don't even care about Golem. It's just the fact that this is that Print Wave Rainbow graded 10. Like, how's that? Something must have happened. All right. Chrome, super hard to grade. Well, Topps Chrome, that's not so hard. Series 1 is very hard to grade, particularly the rainbow foils do not grade well. Silver foils tend to grade a little better. So there must be a chemical in the rainbow foil that causes it to ruin the card or something along that lines. But the Chromes actually are all kind of cheap if you've paid attention. Topps Chrome, those are not expensive. And I suspect it's because Topps Chrome's cards are cut like this, and they're just nice. Like, they grade 10 easy. So people buy a Topps Chrome 10 thinking they're getting a deal, not understanding that the common cards in Topps Chrome are actually not that hard to get a 10 on because they grade so well. But Topps Series 1, 2, 3, and all these other Topps series, those are exceptionally hard to grade 10 on. And so there's sort of like this lack of education around the Topps cards. You know, like there's Topps Rainbow, Topps Silver, the 4 different print runs. And then even people who are pretty well educated on Topps may not understand that there's another print run for the international Canadian cards. So there's English Canadian print run, and it's also seems to be printed different. The cards have a bit more of a brown color to them. And so you can identify them that way. If you brought them up to an English silver print, you would see that they have a different coloration to each other. So it's definitely a distinct print run. And they come out of special booster packs, and they also tend to grade pretty well, which is nice. Tony Pepperoni, so early. Holiday Topps, Monopoly Topps. Don't boo a queen. Filipino basketball is the Alpha League. Boo sports. Boo! Wait, what? Here we go. Here's Michael. All right, Michael. All right, no booing, though. Let's see. Let's put this over here. No booing, or you might disappear for the rest of time. Here's Vasilij. There we go. We'll sleeve this up. You might disappear, and then people in the chat will be like, whatever happened to Arturo Perez? Here's Epic. Ooh, Epic. All right, let's grab this. haven't seen him in a while. Whatever happened to him? Here's Mike. Let's see, Mike. Oops. She's definitely not a queen. Who's not a queen? By the way, I hope you guys are buying lots and lots of the Hot Tua coin. I hear it's going to the moon. That or the straight Tua prison coin. Did you guys hear about that one? I'm pulling this Pikachu from Surging Sparks tonight. What happens if you pull the bounty? If you pull the Surging Sparks Pikachu, you get an additional pull on this channel at no additional cost. It's this $100 Palkia King of Diamonds poker card Pop 4 from the Platinum deck. Very nice. Platinum deck. So there's Pearl and Diamond deck, but Platinum deck's the cooler of the three. It's from the year 2009. I wish you would Hot Tua me. What? I don't know, man. She got that look. It makes me think my kids would come out maybe a little slow. She seems smart, right? She seems really smart, actually. I'm just being a judgmental jerk. He's such an asshole. She's a queen. Who's a queen? There we go. All right, last round. Here it is, Mr. Kendo, who enjoys the baseball. Zion Williamson and Malik Beasley. She's smart because she has a degree. Apparently, something like 40% of all Americans have degrees these days. When you really add that up, that is a huge number of people who went to college. And my question is, how many people actually used their degree? How many people went into tons of debt for their degree and they don't use it? You know what I'm saying? So I think that we might have an overspending problem on college degrees, because when half of everyone has one, it's not that special to have one anymore. It's about as common as obesity in America. Two things about 50% of Americans have: useless college degrees and obesity. But some people really benefit from their degree. So I think it depends on, we need like data. Like, did you really benefit from your degree, or did you just take on $80,000 of debt for like a communications degree and now you drive for Uber? You know what I'm saying? That should be studied. And if you're just going to drive for Uber 4 years out of college, maybe don't go into $80,000 of debt. That is an albatross you don't need hanging around your neck. Now, Mr. Caleb, you've got a box over here, right? I'm not going crazy, right? Ah, there you are. Will this fit in that box? No. Okay, I'll set this here for now. I don't use my 2 degrees at all. You got 2 of them? You got Hot Tua of them? He's got Tua of them. Here's Cloud. Hot Tua. I like my cheese drippy, bro. Here's the Mario break. Here's the Umbreon break. Here's the Houndoom break. And here is the Electabuzz. All right, let's start a giveaway list. We need a giveaway list. The giveaway list key is TCC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops, I didn't give myself enough room. 13, 14, 15. I don't know. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. So I didn't give myself enough room on the giveaway list. I should have written in smaller numbers up here. Steven, if you're a baller, finish all the breaks. Let me get the keyword set up. So you don't have to type in TCC yet because we haven't set it up. I have to reset entries. And then the settings. Oh, nope. Okay, it's all set up. It's good to go. You can type it now. All right. That was Mr. Caleb Ibarra. Now we've got Mr. Joshua. He wants 10 of the Surging Sparks. It is lowercase. I realize you guys probably saw it in uppercase. Hold on. I want to make sure you guys actually get it. So it's lowercase. There you go. Those are all lowercase. My bad. Might be. The T looked like capital letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Joshua, if you pull Surging Sparks Pikachu, you'll be the first one to pull it on this channel and pick up the bounty. Now, that doesn't mean you'll pull it, but I'm wishing you very good luck because we would love to have that clip. Our views are like so down. They're way down. Actually, I stopped making videos for about a week since basically Thanksgiving. What's today? Thursday, right? So I've stopped making shorts for 1 week and our views collapsed. So it is now more evident to me that a lot of our views are really just based on me making brand new content by myself without any help. That is a huge amount of our views. Like, I think our subscribes dipped to just 10 subscribes like yesterday or something. And I know why that happened. It's because we have no views. And our views are down that bad because I'm not posting, because I got sick, and because I was doing Thanksgiving vacation. So that is really interesting. Here's Coaxley, something that's on my mind. Here's Magnemite. Here's Meryl. Here's Hydreigon. Ooh. Okay. Here's Quaxwell, Latias. Thank God Mike's side is posting. Yeah, if Mike's side wasn't posting, it'd be worse. Here we are. It's pretty rough looking. Like I noted, even a number of the views we have now, Mike's side, are just the live stream views. So whatever was remaining of the views, a pretty fair chunk of that is the live stream. And then on top of that, also views that are already existing from shorts that were made in the past, some of which are mine, like the top performer is mine. There we go. So I have to make my own shorts to get views. That's Joshua Collings. Whoa, he pulled the Alt Art Durant. Don't show this to Mr. Wrath. He'll go nuts. There we go. Look at that. All right. Joshua with the J. J-O Joshua. Grabbing this. The regular Terra full arts are like 30 a pop. I have 3 regular EX. Deep Sea, I don't do breaks. I'd rather outbuy. No offense to breaks. Breaks are a great way. Breaks are a way to sort of like experience what it is you're seeking when you're opening booster packs, right? Like booster packs. You never needed to open up booster packs to get the Surging Sparks Pikachu. You can just go buy the Surging Sparks Pikachu. He's available for purchase right now. So you never needed to buy it. This is Joseph Jones coming out of the J.O. box. So why do people open booster packs then? Well, because what they want to do is they want to open a booster pack and experience the excitement and entertainment and the luck of pulling the Pikachu in a good way, in a positive way. So that's what it's all about. Like, they're hoping, hey, I open up this box, maybe Pikachu pops out. And it's just a sort of game, you know? And whereas you could have just gone and bought that Pikachu slab right now. You never had to do that other thing. Man, I'm wondering where some of my slabs are. I wonder if I shipped them to PSA. Hold on. I gotta look into that. Because I think I bought a slab off of eBay, and I'm wondering why it's not here right now. I'll look into that. So anyways, as I was saying, the breaks allow you to experience opening booster packs with slabs in them. They're a booster pack with slabs in them. So if you like opening boosters and you don't like buying slabs outright, then you will like the custom breaks. There we go. You could get very lucky in the breaks. You could get very unlucky in the breaks. And that's what some people really live for when it comes to Pokemons. Wait, what is this? I tried to buy something and it got rejected off of, that's so annoying. It did that earlier too. All right. I don't like being rejected. We're jumping here. I'm going to have to go shopping for a thing. Here's Savion Zlamke. 7 fusion arts, please. All right. You got it. You got it. 7 of these. All right. Ta-da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's 5. 3 boxes and then 40 packs here. No wins at all. Dang, dude. I mean, that's pretty rough. But again, that's why he's such an exciting item, you know. If he was very easy to pull, no one would even care about him. They'd be like, I don't care. So what if you got the Pikachu? And we saw that with, like, Obsidian Flames. You know what I'm saying? Obsidian Flames, the Charizard. I thought he was a good-looking card. It was sophisticated. And no one bought that set. It was a slow-moving set. Because as it turned out, you could just pull him very easily. So it's like, it wasn't impressive that you had the bragging rights of pulling one of those Charizards personally out of the packs. The bragging rights were not valuable. And so in this set, with the Surging Sparks, pulling that Pikachu is bragging rights. And if you were to pull it over here, you know, you would be able to timestamp it when you pulled it. And so you'd be able to look at it over and over again, that moment. But also, in this case, since you'd be the first one pulling it, we'd turn that into a clip as well. Here we are. All right, that's cold. Here's a holo. Here's a cold one. And here is Serena. Giving up. You all can have that stuff. I got a durian. I'm happy. You got the ant, bro. All right, that's going into Abigail's box. Thank you, Abigail. Ooh. Here we are. Very nice. Ooh. I'm waiting on my Pikachu to come back from PSA. There we go. Okay. So that is all the orders so far. We are caught up on orders. How nice. Oh, my eye hurts. Let's rotate these slabs real fast. We have Flareon 10. Actually, let's take a moment and actually show off the breaks. So we've got this tops break, which I am willing to end this tops break. I think what we should consider is changing the tops break. I just wish I remembered how it was formulated. I actually don't remember. Let's do this. Let's take these two cards out. The Kadabra is still fine. Actually, you guys voted on the Kadabra. That's how he got there. Yeah, you guys voted that you wanted the Kadabra. Let's go ahead and take a look at what else we could have. Something real spicy, maybe. All right, let's see. Jolteon. I think Jolteon might be a faster mover than the seal, don't you think? All right. So, but the problem is now I got to recalculate the number of spots, okay? So we're going to do away with this. We're going to assume that it's probably about 160. But let's take a look at that Kadabra. I don't remember how we had it calculated last time. Tops Spectra Kadabra. All right. Top Spectra Kadabra. Well, he's very expensive. It says here he's $630. That can't be right. That's really expensive. That wasn't the price we had here before. How did we price him before? He can't be 600 because this was only priced 47 7x2. Maybe, oh my gosh, did I price him as a regular Topps Chrome? I probably priced him as a regular Topps Chrome. I guarantee you that's what happened. I bet you that's what I did. Because look, like, that's 140, right? 140, that's going to be like 3 spots-ish, maybe 4. And I bet you the seal was about 3 spots. He wasn't even priced as a Spectra. Wow, you guys should have finished that one. You guys should have finished that one. That one was wrongly priced. Probably because I do this in a rush. Yeah, you go to Top Spectra Chrome, and there's just this one in Italy around for $630. Very interesting. I wonder if we can look up some more data on this. Give me a second. Uh-huh. Oops. Here he is, and... all right. Well, I don't think I want to sell him for 600. I think that's actually just too high. I think 600 is too high. But you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if he was around $400. That actually sounds about right for these Spectra cards. The Spectra cards are much more rare. Yeah, Spectra cards cost quite a bit more. So, that's so funny. We didn't even price him right the first time. And the Jolteon, he was what? 160, right? What's that divided by 40? Well, 120. So it should just be like 4 spots, right? Yeah. So it should actually be 14 spots. I think I might catch you later tonight. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. If no one pulls that Pikachu, he's still waiting for you, okay? Did you do the Gengar break thing? Gengar is still filling up. So let me show you the Gengar real fast. It's called the Rare Candy Break. Rare Candy Breaks are known for being really large. 36 spots, 17 spots so far. I think that might have been yours with the last one in there. So it just takes a while for those to fill up. All right, there we go. We've got Jolteon. Oh, we've got Kadabra Spectra. These two guys are going to get refunded because they might not agree with the new price. What's new with the Houndoom? Yeah, let's take a quick look at that Houndoom break. He's up to 6 out of 17. We got Togetic and Houndoom. All right, there we go. Popping this in here. Okay. Very nice. We had a wrongly priced Topps break. I priced him like a regular Topps Chrome, not a Topps Chrome Spectra. And no one had jumped in. And so now it's going to be an even more violent price. It's 2 and 14. That's the real price on this. You've got Jolteon now, and that's a Spectra Kadabra. I keep wanting to call him Alakazam. Cool, old One Piece card. Yeah, thanks, man. Yo. You could buy him outright if you're interested in him. See how this is also a break? He's a $200 break. You could just buy the whole thing outright if you'd like. Yep. 2002, Pop 3, Rainbow Holo, Cobra, The Battle of Alabasta, Cardos. Pretty neat. We also started this new poker break. So some of these breaks, you know, Topps and poker, I'm curious how they go. That's double Blastoise here. Green Blastoise and red Blastoise at the same time. Here's that clearance break. So a lot of breaks that are just sort of like, I mean, look at this. This isn't Charizard. This isn't Umbreon. This isn't Gengar. You know what really sells really well? Charizard, Umbreon, and Gengar. You know what I'm saying? So it's, I don't know how fast those will move, but we actually also have those other popular breaks. You know, like the Suicune's cool. There's an Umbreon. Here's a Gengar, right? We've got these card breaks here. Ooh. Oh, and a Star Wars break just started. Okay, so we just started this one. The Queen Amidala out of 25. And the Pushed Off the Tracks by Sebulba card. All right. We also had Mario and Halo. Ooh, nice. You know what's crazy, guys? I actually think we started this stream too late. This is like too unusual of a stream time. Here is Weiss Schwartz MS contract. I think that means like master servant contract. That's crazy, dude. That's some BDSM stuff right there. On like a kid's card game? Like, whoa, damn, dude. They got different rules in Japan. All right. Old One Piece waifus would be cool. I did have those. Did you know those all sold, Mr. Hopeless? They all sold instantly. So the waifus, boom, they're gone. And I've got like this card over here. Let me show you. So here's a One Piece waifu from 2022. But she's not going to be for sale yet. She needs more time to go on. Oh, it says 8:30. That was for a video. There it goes. Do you have another Suicune available for Slab Away? I certainly don't. I'm sorry, man. Just that one. He's a unique card. Yep, just that one card. All right. Ooh. I guess if you wanted to buy it outright, you could do that. But I would kick these guys back off of this Mega Break list. Let's go back into that Topps. I'll tell you what. The Topps guys, this break isn't about to end anytime soon. It's now 2 and 14. And we are going to go ahead and mark it up to 1-2. The Topps guys can come in and tell me if they'd like to cancel those spots. I don't know if they want to. They might actually want to stay in. They might want that Spectra Alakazam. All right. Let me go ahead and refresh this. Refresh. Okay, slow daytime stream. Let me go ahead and grab some more slabs to price. This is fine. We actually have a lot of slabs left to price. All right. 4, 5. Ready? Okay. Here's Breloom 10. Wow, we had another Blastoise 10. I must have sent a lot of Blastoises in. Crazy. December, I work 8 p.m. to 4 p.m., January 5 a.m. to 2 p.m., February 2 to 10 p.m. That's a crazy schedule. All right. Red Blastoise. Okay. We got this lovely guy. All right. We got this lovely guy. Okay. What do you guys think about these Japanese AR cards? I like them because they're probably going to be pretty affordable. So, let's get a spot or two given away for the giveaway. That's part of the title. Here's Troy Malice coming in the first spot. People sleep on stamped Pokemon. They don't understand how rare the stamped Pokemon are. We got Donnie V. Joseph Albrecht. Alex Lopez. Darren. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate you being here. All right. Just me and my besties, really. Let's go ahead and get these stickers on. Okay, so we got this Moon Man, the man with the moon, Sprigatito. Oh, I remember the other thing in the title. Terastal Festival Box Break. $15 box break. Mr. L12 is in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 more spots. So if you jump into that for $15, you could walk away with the whole box of Terastal Festival for $15. So, of course, as usual, we're hosting box breaks for an item that's about to come out. Here is Blastoise, Blasty Boy. And here is Breloom. I know something you're sleeping on, but I'm not telling you because you would buy them out. Oh, no. I bet you that I already know what it is, and I probably already decided that it wasn't very good. I can almost guarantee you that's already happened. Like, you'd be surprised. You think you know something I don't know in the market? Yeah, right, dude. That's my whole job, is just to look at everything. PSA 10 Breloom. Maybe that sounds kind of arrogant, but I spend a humongous amount of time shopping over 6 years. So whatever you're talking about, I've already seen it, and I said no thanks. All right, so let's see. So maybe you disagree about whether it's good or not. That's a difference from whether or not I knew about it. There we go. And those stamp reverse hollows. What do you think about Lorcana? I heard that they're improving. That's good. Like, I heard that they're coming out with, like, specialty rares. They should have done that at launch. Lorcana was a missed opportunity. I'm not surprised. Is Disney, like, doing anything good these days, ever? Like, how dumb is Disney sometimes? But, you know, they're wandering into the card hobby, and I guess they launched Lorcana without special-looking rares, you know, because they got, like, their, whatever they call it, enchanted rare. But overall, I have not liked the look of the Lorcana cards. And because my gut tells me I didn't like the way they looked, I'm going to assume there's a decent chunk of people out there who also didn't like the way they looked. So for the Lorcana set, I stopped stocking it at some point. I might be missing out on some Lorcana sales. I'm okay with that. However, if they are creating a new rarity and the card actually looks cool, it looks like unique, maybe I look into it again. I am sitting on a couple boxes of the Lorcana. I'm sitting on one case, which I believe is 4 boxes. Is that right? One case of Lorcana base set. And I think it has gone up over time a little bit. Not as good as some of the other sets. So, but as long as it goes up a little bit, I guess that's fine. Lorcana has so much potential because Disney has so many good IPs. But something about corporate Disney, they just, I don't know, they lack some kind of spirit or something. They lack some kind of romance or emotion or something. I couldn't tell you. Nowadays, everything for them, I think, is about political messaging. And somehow, I'm not surprised to find out that their card set, it feels very cold and sort of like unexciting in the end, which is my, that's my critical review of Lorcana. Is I would look at the cards and say, wow, this is a nice corporate toy. And, you know, I like getting sales. So I didn't want to really believe that. I wanted to just believe, oh, it's fine, it's good, people will buy this. And I did sell quite a bit of it. But you could just sort of tell it was struggling the whole time, right? Like, sales weren't that excited. Disney 100, made by the Weiss Company. So the Weiss Company is the same company that made this shit. Look at this. So the Weiss Company made this card. Well, they made Disney 100, and they made one of the hottest Disney cards ever with the Steamboat Willie. So they got something. They understand what people are hungry for. They know how to season their card set. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? They know what seasonings we want. And the corporate Disney doesn't seem to know. How is it that Weiss, who doesn't even own the Disney brand, makes a better card set than the actual Disney company? Or they handed it off to whatever, the Raven, or I don't remember the name of the company, but, you know, Weiss is its own separate entity where it's like a company dedicated to making cards. And yeah, it's just very silly. Anyways, I would like to see Lorcana do well. Back when it was announced, I was like, that's good. Pokemon should have competitors, and, you know, this is more choice for the consumer. But overall, I thought that Lorcana was just not that good. It was so lackluster. Yo, what's up, Troy? Sheesh, mister. Sounds like your cold got worse. No, it's actually almost over. It's almost over. I can feel it. I think yesterday was the last bad day. Today, there's almost no pain. All right, so this is Sprigatito 075. Let's say V-Star. Okay, V-Star. Sprigatito. Oh, it's not from V-Star. Okay, hold on. 075 was fine then. So apparently this is a $30 card. Really, I didn't want to believe that. Okay. Lorcana gives cheap 90s toys vibe. Yeah, there's something very weak about Lorcana. It does feel sort of like this card set that was not made very well. I think that the person who made it wanted to, like, rip off of Magic the Gathering or something like that. They're like, we're going to be like Magic. It's like, dude, you're so lame. Don't be stuck on adhering to being like another card set. Be unique. Make something we've never seen before. Surprise us. Delight us. Be original. Make original content. No, we're going to be like Magic, but worse. Wow. That's so lame. Rigo Berto Gill says, one spot in the Wigglytuff break. Wigglytuff break moves forward by spot. Thank you, Mr. Rigoberto. So the Wigglytuff break is pretty cool. It's got 2 cards in it from the Crystal Guardians collection. That's this set right here. Want to see the population on this Wigglytuff? Check this out. I wonder why Yu-Gi-Oh! Struggles so hard nowadays. Yeah, I kind of slowed down on buying Yu-Gi-Oh! a bit. Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just one of these sets where you can kind of feel it. Like, it sells once in a blue moon, and you go, man, I don't know if I want to, you know, pour a bunch of money into a set that sells once in a blue moon. There you go. But I've heard they've done a lot of reprints, and yeah. I mean, I've opened a lot of their product. You know what it was? I think I'm like the customers of Yu-Gi-Oh! They made these, like, quarter-century rare cards, and it ruined the Starlight Rares, because it just uses the exact same, you know, mechanisms, the exact same manufacturing technique to create this giant sparkly card, but they've significantly reduced the specialness of these Starlight Rares by making them too easy to pull in the quarter-century pull boxes, which I think they printed yet another one of those. So they've just sort of, it's kind of like, imagine Pokemon made this awesome thing called Gold Stars, and then Gold Stars became very easy to pull. So at first you're like, oh, Gold Stars are awesome, I've got a Gold Star. And then they dash that great feeling into the ground, and they go, everyone gets a Gold Star. And you're like, whoa, wow, wait, my Gold Star was special. Not anymore. All right, that's, well, I'm done collecting. See you later. So I feel like that's what they did with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards when the quarter-century rares arrived. And I'm not even a Yu-Gi-Oh! Expert, but I mean, I felt that right away. I was like, the reason you collected Yu-Gi-Oh! Is to get those Starlight Rare holos and get them graded 10, along with the in the other sets that have the Ghost Rares. Those are cool too, which maybe the Ghost Rares are still safe, but they haven't made a new Ghost Rare set in a while, is what I understand, right? Tell me if I'm wrong about that. But they ruined the Starlight Rare holographic effect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're up to 6 in the Wigglytuff, kind of like SV Pull Race. Yeah, well, exactly. And those early Scarlet Violet boxes didn't sell. And now it's really hard to pull Magikarp, and he's selling, you know? So, all right, let's see. Got any lingering Black Friday deals or special? 151 fan and vintage stuff. Or any PSA 10 slab specials. You know, in general, we never did Black Friday. So we've been doing this for 6 years, and every single Black Friday, there were no deals. This year, we had a couple slabs where they were a little cheaper, and I was saying that would just run through Monday, and we're officially at the end of that. So those are all done. These slabs will sell whether they're discounted or not all year long. They just pour out of my inventory all year long. So that was just for those couple of days. Funny enough, when I discounted them, they did not sell way better. Isn't that interesting? You know, like, so I could toss on some kind of silver price tag, and it's almost like people said, ew, I don't want cheap cards or something. I don't know what that was. But yeah, some of the cards got a pretty significant discount and nobody wanted them. So, or maybe it was just because it wasn't Charizard, Umbreon, Gengar. You know, I'm so tired of that, actually. Can I just rant about that for a second? I'm so tired of everybody just wanting 4 Pokemon. It's like, man, maybe the hobby should just be called Pikachu, Charizard, Umbreon, Gengar. You know what I mean? Why call it Pokemon when it should be called Poke, Gengar, Charizard, Pikachu, Umbreon, you know what I mean? Just these 5 Pokemon. Here's a theme. 2 random spots in the Terastal Festival break. You got it, man. So we've got this box break running for Terastal Festival that will give you a chance for a $15 booster box ahead of the release. I'm going to get this set hopefully this week. I think I get it this week. Here it is. We need more Bidoof cards. Mr. Crashing Out. Mike said, do you have any good pulls on TCGP? Hey, mister, do you take trades at all from our bags? I pulled a rare from a JJK set that I probably wouldn't want to keep if you wanted it. I do take trades. People trade back their bags pretty, not super commonly, but every now and then I get a bag traded back to me. Only problem for me is it's very hard for me to understand the value of your card if it's an anime I've never watched. I've never watched that one, so I don't understand like the emotional sort of like pull for that one. So I wouldn't be very good at judging if I'm getting a fair deal. But yeah, I'm always buying back bags, and JJK. Oh, that's Jujutsu Kaisen, isn't it? That's what it is. Yeah, and I have not watched that one for sure. But yeah, so it'd be hard for me to know. Watch this. You guys want to see a break move? Watch this. Here's Dark Dragonite. You see how people aren't buying up a lot of break spots right now? Watch this. People just want a few cards. They don't want most cards, it seems. All right. Oh, shit. I can't even find one of these. I was going to turn this into a break, maybe. I don't even see one for sale. There's no 9s at all for sale? Hold on. Let me check sold, maybe. All right. Here's some in sold. All the way back in September? All right. So one in November sold for 6 honeys, which means if it sold for 6 in November, I could probably get away with trying to sell one for 800 because I can't even replace it. I mean, there's no replacement. And if a replacement goes up there, it's not going to be 600. It's going to be higher than 600. So I could put that up there. Well, maybe that wouldn't move that fast. That one would be a really expensive break, Dark Dragonite 9. You guys, I don't know if you would jump into a Dark Dragonite break that's so expensive. Maybe I'll just put it back. I was going to say, people get really excited for some breaks, and I was going to prove it by putting him up as a break. And then I saw his price, and I realized he's so expensive, maybe they wouldn't get excited. Regrade it to get a 10, maybe. Let's see, it was graded during the 5s. Let's see. Wow, it's actually not bad. Look at that. It's a really thin white dot on the upper right-hand corner and a really thin white dot on the lower right, or lower left corner. How about print lines? Huh, maybe he could be regraded. Maybe I send it to CGC, get one of those CGC 10s. Crazy, I was licking my lips too until his price low. Terastal Festival, 15 a spot. Am I reading that correctly? This is for a box break where one guy gets the whole box, okay? So be sure you're understanding. One guy gets the whole box, everyone else gets a Pokemon card. And let me make sure this is accurate, by the way. I believe it is. Yes, it is. No, Espeon breaks now and the 10th. We just did that Dark Espeon, and it just sort of got swallowed up, didn't it? Okay, let's see. Yes. I said an order in. Could you just make sure that the shipping address changed to Ohio? Ohio. Sounds good. So you want to make sure, you're probably shipping some stuff. You want to make sure that your stuff does not get misshipped Miss Alicia. Well, Alicia, let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay, so you say ship. And make sure the address changed to Ohio. You may need to email me that address. Do you know how to do that? There's an email at the top of the description. Okay, let me go ahead and delete your old address. Did you guys move to Ohio? Are you guys in Ohio now? That's so cool. You will need to email me the new address, and I'm going to go in and delete the old address, okay? Congratulations, getting a new home. That's cool, man. A lot of people share your same last name. I'm trying to find you in the list so I can delete your old address. Wow, there are a lot of people with the same last name. I did not realize that one was... Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and delete this. All right, Miss Alicia, I've deleted your old address out of my address book to make sure we don't ever accidentally use it. And now I just need the new address. And it'll be... You'll email me at TheCardconomist@gmail.com. Really uncomplicated. She wants the Flareon poker card and 2 Blastoise poker breaks. Hell yeah, dude. All right. Yeah, the Blastoise poker break is a high-stakes break where you walk away with basically around $800 of poker cards. What's interesting about the poker card break, this is not overpriced at all. This is just the market price for these Blastoise. They're a very special card. Oops, let me turn this down. That is just the market price for that card. Okay, so let's get started. Miss Alicia. Oops. I don't know how long that one will take. It could take a little while, but that is a pretty big payout if you pull it. The weather there is very tropical. Yes, we did. Nice, nice. Here we are. Man, you should talk to me. You should talk to me on Discord and tell me your thoughts on Hawaii and your thoughts on Ohio, because my wife and I have thought about moving to Hawaii, but it's like we sort of hesitate because of the downsides to moving to Hawaii. And so, you know, if you guys just moved out of there, you might have different reasons. You might have moved for employment reasons or something like that, or to be closer to family maybe. But if one of the reasons was we didn't enjoy our time here as much as we thought we would, I would love to hear about that. Because we're deciding where we want to move as well. We're not ready to now. We got to save up money to do that, but eventually we'll be ready. Here we are. The weather there is very tropical. What? Nuh-uh. They get a lot of snow. Hawaii is very famous for its snow and for its extremely hot summers, like 200 degrees. I guess it's probably 200 degrees if you fall under some lava. All right, so there's that. Now, you wanted the Flareon. That's a great card. One of the evolutions. Let's see. Aha. There we go. Hawaii is a good vacation spot, not a good place to live, says Silver Umbreon. There it is. All right. Okay, beautiful card. Oh, right, and you wanted shipping, so we have to get the new address and create a new label. Oops, what is this? Okay, got your email for the new address. Let's go set it up. I sent it, or already read that. Did you decide if I can increase my box pre-order for Terastal Festival? So you can definitely increase it, but it would be $105 a box at this point, okay? So you can increase it, but it's a different price now. All right, let's see. Aha, new address. So announcement, if you guys like getting the cards for cheaper, I recommend learning ZELLE, which is one of the ways we accept payment. ZELLE currently does not charge me any processing fees. And so anyone could have 3% off their purchase by swapping from PayPal to ZELLE. So all the mods who enjoy shopping here from time to time, if you just took a little time to set up ZELLE with your bank, or, I know it sounds crazy, just setting up a separate bank account just for ZELLE, because I think some banks don't do ZELLE. But if you got to the point where you could use it, you just take 3% off all the time because you're using ZELLE. Another thing I plan on doing is lowering some prices. It won't be by like a substantial, you know, it won't make your mind blow up, but it's probably going to be about a 5% reduction. All right, let's see. So if you do that, the ZELLE, and then there's a 5% reduction. It's like 8% off. That's not bad, right? So that's in the news today for Cardconomist shop. Alicia Brown. We are deciding the weight of your shipping, right? So let me reread your original thing here. And ship. Okay, let me go look for your bag. If you have Chase, you can already pay with Zelle. It's in the Chase app. I use Bank of America for my business account, and so I also get Zelle. There are downsides to Zelle. Sometimes Zelle on the weekend is not as reliable, or like your bank might have a delay. So if you're trying to snipe, you might just use PayPal for sniping. PayPal might be more consistent for sniping. But for everything else that you're not sniping, like let's say you're buying a spot in a break, right? And you want to buy 2 spots in that break, $80. Well, let's see what 3% of $80 would be. 80 times 0.03. Did I do that right? You'd get $2.50 off, roughly. I mean, it's a little bit of money. I don't know if people will work that hard to do all that calculation to take $2.50 off, but I think some people will. So I'm just making that known. Military relocated me to get me closer to my father. He is ill. But Hawaii was nice for a little while, but everything was way too expensive. Housing's too expensive for the size. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about your father, you know. It's really tough, man. Let's go ahead and get you shipped out. We're all getting old. Sucks, man. Shouldn't be that way. We should all age backwards. We should all be getting younger. All right. It's like one day you're healthy, and then some time passes, and then you're like, wait, what's this? It's like you're just old now, and you're unhealthy now. What? Yeah. One thing we don't appreciate enough, guys, good health. That is very, very, very valuable. Trying to collect cards was difficult, too. Oh, sure. All right, there we go. I bet you're going to have more fun in Ohio in that case when it comes to collecting cards because you're connected to the mainland. You can travel around and go to Collecticons for fun. I need to do that. I need to go to another Collecticon. I haven't been to one in a while. You know what was fun? At the very first Collecticon I went to, I was talking to my wife and walking around, and a dude totally recognized me just from my voice. 2 spots in the poker break, Anthony Kalura. Here you go, Mr. Anthony. All right. I feel like I should end the Topps break. I feel like the Topps break was more attractive when it was 2 and 7, and now that it's been readjusted for the fact that the Kadabra was actually a much more expensive card than I realized, meaning I had calculated it wrong the first time, people are not going to be super excited to buy into it if it already wasn't moving when it was 2 and 7. We changed it to Jolteon back here, but we discovered that I had accidentally mispriced the Kadabra. He was a Spectra card, and he was more expensive. I feel like I should end that one and start an entirely new Topps break. All right, these two going to the poker. Where's my poker? Here it is. I should have some slabs with you, too. Yes, you do, but they're not stored in your bag. They're stored in a box. So they're stored in a box in the shipping area, and you probably have quite a few slabs. You probably have a ton. And they're all pricey, too, I remember. So Miss Alexis will receive your label with your name on it, and she'll go retrieve all the slabs that have your name on it. That's how the shipping works. So see how this says Alicia on it? So and this is why the names are so important. She'll go get all the slabs that say this, and they'll all ship out with that label. That is how it works. Here's Grant Kwan, one for the Festival Box Break. Okay, Festival Box Break. A lot more exciting now, the closer we are to the actual release of Terastal Festival. Here's an interesting thought, though, guys. Notice how Terastal Festival got more expensive over time. So the people who really got into these box breaks, maybe like a month ago, because some people did, those guys got the box for cheaper. Their odds were better. Gundam drops in 2 days. Yeah, I tried searching for that, by the way, to buy some, and I could not figure it out because it looked to me like there were multiple sets of Gundam already, and I was told it was a brand new set. You know, like I was under the impression that it was like they'd never done it before, but it looks like that's not true. They had done it before, and that definitely lowered my excitement for it. My excitement for that went way down. People were getting a discount? There might have been a couple people who were doing a 10% discount. And the problem with that, and, I was talking, one of the reasons I didn't get very good sleep, I was actually up late talking to another dude, and we were discussing, like, pricing and stuff like that. And he's like, well, your problem is you're not able to lower your price without going negative because all these people get these, not everyone, but a couple people get these discounts. And so, you know, they'll turn you negative while everyone else is just getting a normal price. So, yeah, we were talking about that, and I was like, yeah. Here's Raina Waters, DDB and DDB. Now, what's cool about these, they pulled these Terastal Festival boxes back when it was a $75 box. So they actually got in cheaper. So that's sort of like maybe me telling you in the future, if I offer one of these pre-order box breaks, you might want to jump into it earlier. Discounts are bad. What? League of Legends TCG, I sent you a video. Mr. League of Legends TCG. Oh, TCG. Here we go. Anthony says 10%. Yeah, not everyone was getting that, Mr. Anthony. It's most people, in fact, were not getting that. Most people. But and then there were a number of people who were getting 5% as well. And usually the way I was deciding that was how long they'd been around. So if you'd been around a real long time, you're getting a little special treatment, you know, a little pat on the butt. But I talked with them. I said, look, we're going to try something new, and this is to help us stay competitive. And I didn't actually get any negative responses to that. They said, yeah, we want to see you do well. That was generally the response. One person was like, no. But we posted this information in our Discord server announcements channel, and I told people to vote on how they felt about it. It looks like not even one person voted that it was a bad change. Every single vote was that it was a good change. All right, so I think that makes a lot of sense. The average buyer is looking forward to having the prices be a bit more fair for everyone, maybe. Because, again, the prices were sort of based off of this idea that some people are taking 5 to 10% off of this item. And so it's like, you know, how can I afford to lower it at all? You know what I mean? Did you do my order yet? I ordered 2 brick spots. Oh, that just, Thim's order just arrived. I don't see an Evan Shea order. How did you order it, Mr. Evan? Did you order it on PayPal? Here's a Thim. 2 Japanese PRB1, 1 more Terastal spot. Here it is. Yes, PayPal. I don't see it yet. I'll log into PayPal to see if it's a pending order real fast. All right, so that's up to 6. And 2 PRB1s. Where are my PRB1s? There you go. Anyways, it's very hard to kind of go back on something like that because it's like these are people that you have known for a while. I took it away from the mods. Some of the mods had 5% off, and actually that was also having an effect too on the behavior of picking new mods, because it's like any new mod I pick is just a person I'm giving a 5% discount to. And I didn't want the mod roll to also be like that because it's like I noticed it makes it harder for me to pick mods. There we go. Like, do you want to add 1 new person that takes 5% off, or do you want to add 4 people that take 5% off too, right? Like, so that was a problem too. And I'd known that for a long time. There we go. Hathim. But what I'm probably going to do, I'm probably going to do more giveaways that are mod exclusive and more giveaways for, like, you know, people who have been here a long time. You know what I mean? There you go, Mr. Thim. I found this channel via clip. And oh my mans. There we go. He wasn't kidding. Keep it up, bro. I almost couldn't read that. You got like Social Security ID in your message there, and you're a 6-month-old account. I don't know you. If you're just a normal person, reach out to me on like email or Discord or something. But you used the term SSID, and it's a 6-month-old account. You're looking like you might be a fake account, Mr. Mina. You ever ate an ostrich egg? Hey, Mr. Sent for the last 2 spots in the Terastal box break. Total for 2 spots. In this case, there's only 1 spot remaining, but we will host another one immediately. Okay. Actually, if you wish, I don't know if you wish to do this, Mr. Papi Churro. If you wish, we could do it like this. So this is round 2. I can either put 2 spots for you over here, which gives you better odds at a higher cost, Or I could put one spot here and one spot here. What do you prefer? That PayPal order I sent was an hour ago. Okay, let's take a quick look into that, Mr. Evan Shea. 5%, no big deal. Hey, mister, that PayPal order I sent was an hour ago. Okay, so I am now looking for an hour ago PayPal order. What time is it? 8 o'clock? 1:10. Evan Shea. One spot in Fossil Sublist, one spot in the Gengar Mimikyu. Huh, I must have just missed it because it was like, I don't know, like early or something. I don't know. Here you go. Sorry about that, Evan Shea. We got it all sorted out, though. That's all that matters. Sorry about that. I don't know how it got missed. Weird. And he says one spot in the Gengar Mimikyu. Gengar Mimikyu. I know one thing that happens is if it's ever a pending order, I actually don't get the email. Pending orders don't trigger emails. So sometimes that's the deal. My hand's itchy right here, man. Did I touch something that's like giving me an allergic reaction? Crazy. All right. Place that there for a moment. He says, anything else you got for 15? If not, I'll get one spot each. For $15, well, I mean, we have a lot of things on the menu that might cost about $15. But in terms of a box break, no, just no other box breaks for $15, I can tell you that. So, Evan Shea, Gengar Mimikyu. Gengar Mimikyu is popular. It is a popular break. Why wouldn't it be? That's why he's so expensive in the first place. Okay. 18. Poppy, do Holo Shuffle. Oh, yeah, you can do 3 Holo Shuffles. That would be a solution. What's the Holo Shuffle? It's a random chance for a slab. $5 per chance. I think we better use, if you're paying with crypto, we better use your YouTube name. Hey Poppy, did you buy some of that Hawk Tua coin? I heard it's doing really well. What's up with that Princess Leia break? Princess Leia. There you go. Look at that. It's a 1 in 25 Princess Amidala, Queen Amidala, 2 in 7. On the back is also a numbered card. This is 1 of 50, pushed off the tracks by Sebulba. So they're both hit cards. This is out of 20. This is out of 50. This is out of 25, and it's the Queen Amidala Topps Chrome. So it's a very premium card, and it's just 2 in 7. One person's in there. It's a Star Wars break. Pray for me, boys. All right, 3 Holo Shuffles. So these are the Holo Shuffles, if you've never seen them before. We just split the deck like that. I could split it by larger or smaller amounts for fun. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you ready? So you got 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's see what you got. Poppy Churro. Boop. Hey, you did it. You got a Vulpix 9.5. You did the thing. Wow. California went for a ride today. Ooh. Figure earthquake, huh? Oh, this is good. This one's good. That is a blue poker set Vulpix, graded 9.5 by Beckett, not by CGC. So if you cross this may be a PSA 10. Lovely. Okay, so you got that for $15. To me, that's a pretty good deal. All right. Did you touch Poison Ivy? No, this just happened in the middle of the stream. All right. The person that probably typed said, they still have an account that's only 6 months old. What do you guys think about that? 6-month-old accounts? We'll go mark this. Is there not a way to mark it? Hold on. There we go. We're very wary of fake accounts right now. Okay. So if you have an account that's like less than a year old, we noticed that. Okay. So what happens next is just a typical break. Ready? I was trying to slab away a poker Vulpix. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can thank me now, Poppy. This is Joseph Elbrick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So easy to shuffle when there's only 7 of them. I meant to say, I just found this channel in a clip, and he said be opening packs all day. When I joined, he was opening packs, and I got surprised. Sorry about that, man. We've had some problem with fake accounts, so I've been just tossing out accounts that are really young. You must have just created this YouTube account. All right, give me a number, guys. So these are also booster packs that we're going to open. These are custom booster packs. I think we should create a different custom booster pack. That's a $15 pack. So Troy says 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is the decider. Good luck, guys. Mr. L12. He is also pulling Honchkrow. Hathim pulls Spupa. Hathim pulls Walrein. Grant Quan pulls Glamora. Hathim pulls... Oh, my God, dude. Hathim, it was that extra spot, man. That extra spot. Wow. Okay. So there it is. Those are all the spots opened up. And it's going to go to Mr. Hathim. Ah, that kind of sucks for you, Poppy Churro. He got ahead of you. He bought that spot ahead of you, dude. He had the same idea that he did. Oh, well, that's how it goes sometimes, you know. I was so close. I know, I saw that. That's sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky Hathim. He said, you know what? I'll take a third spot. Oh, man. Freaking Hathim. All right, guys, we're up pretty much at the end of the stream. I got to hop off so I can go buy some Haktua coin and spin on that thing. Did you guys hear about that? The girl who started the Haktua podcast, the Haktua spin on that thing girl, she started a cryptocurrency too, and there was a rug pull, and they believe she lied about the rug pull. So now she is likely to be sued, or even people might press criminal charges. I guess you're not supposed to do rug pulls. There you go. All right. People in the comments were saying stuff like, if you buy a Haktua coin, you deserve it. It's like, I guess. That doesn't seem fair. Okay, here we go. It was insider trading. Yeah, that's what they were saying. That's what I was reading. That's a thim. And it's going to say booster box, Terra. There you go, Mr. Thim. Very nice. Oops. You're about to leave? Oh boy, you won't like my... What did you do? Whoa, man, that's a big one. Okay, hold on, let me see. 8 boxes, Korean Blue Sky stream. It's Ray Ray time. Same as last night. Last night. Donate all holos, basic fees. Oh my God, that sounds so much fun. We're going to have to do it at the beginning of the next stream, though, you know, because it's 8 p.m. and I have to go see my wife, or she's not going to let me use my weenie on her ever. So it's too late at night for this one, I think, especially it's 8 p.m., dude. I really like the order, and I hope you pull the Rayquaza VMAX. Also, if you ever need me to, I can hold it off to Friday daytime stream. So if you ever want that, like let's say you want to be there live and you got to have the daytime stream, we can hold it off for the next day, or you can have me open it at the beginning of the nighttime stream. So if you have a preference for one of those, just let me know. Getting crypto scammed in 2024 is just sad. Yeah. By none other than the Haktua lady? She's going to have to talk to a judge. When is the next stream? So we will be streaming at about 12 a.m. between the hours of 12 and 1 a.m. Central Time. So that's in about 4 hours. And it just depends. It kind of is based off of my wife's work schedule. So she and I like to spend some time together and Haktua that thing. And then when she's asleep, I come in here and get back to work. So if she stays up really late, I stay up really late with her. If she goes to sleep early, I get my butt in here and I start early. So that's kind of how it goes. Go make a baby. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you guys tonight. See you later. And there will be, by the way, there will be more giveaways tonight. Okay. So, oh, right. Let's, before we go, let's fill this out a bit more. Remember, the keyword is TCC. Rigoberto Rockstar. Here, I'm gonna put you in here just because you're so nice to me, Mr. Anthony Kalura. So, Anthony Kalura. Oh, we should put Alexis in. I've been putting Alexis into every giveaway just because she doesn't have a very good collection. There we go. And she's Alexis is poor, guys. She needs free cards. Here's King Swoop. I'm her employer. I could just pay her more, but I'm not going to do that. Here's I'm just kidding. Here's Ivan. No, it's a good paying job, actually. She just, she's young and she has a baby, and that's all really expensive. There you go, Mr. Ivan, you're in. I like to beat up on her a little bit. All right. See you later, guys.